Hello students, welcome to Crack Grade B online learning platform. Am I audible? So today in this video we are going to tell you that how to prepare for the specifically phase 2, as it is a combination of descriptive plus objective. 50 marks will be from the objective part and 50 from the descriptive part in ESI and ARD paper. 100 marks for English descriptive. So English descriptive video lectures will separately do live classes on our YouTube channel for all the students. In that we cover the NABARD pattern, say letter comprehension, whatever being asked in the NABARD. So in that video we will cover English descriptive separately. So first of all, those who are getting 40 plus in general category, I will advise them you should start preparation without any doubt, because this time cutoff will be lower side. There are many factors in that I have discussed in the video. In that I have predicted the cutoff. What are the reason? Because this time directly questions were based on the fact data. There were means simple questions were very less as compared to the last year. If you will see the last year paper, approximate 30 questions were very direct question. You can easily answer if you are prepared well. Then you can easily answer those questions. But whenever data and fact based questions are being asked, so there is probability you will make wrong attempt and there will be negative mark, and overall you will be getting less marks. So that's why I'm predicting that cutoff will be in the range of 40 to 45. So you have seen our video lectures, and the last just a few days before the NABARD exam, and when the last session I took the class of 100 plus MCQs. So you have seen that in both the shift, if you consider only ESI paper, 10 plus questions in a single shift were there from that 100 question. And you should appreciate also that there were many questions which were direct, means exact the same question we discussed here, the same was asked in the exam. So you now you can see that how we prepare the questions. We have to do a lot of research, what type of question they can ask. We follow the exam pattern, we do research on the what type of questions are being asked every year. So based on that we have developed the content also, and similarly the questions we provided in our Telegram channel. So you have seen, you have gone through those questions also. So today we are going to discuss how to study for phase 2. So last year paper, this is snapshot of the last year paper. ESI, there was 27 marks question from the ESI. It may not be visible. Actually, the format changed when I opened the PPT in this digital board. So format is changed. So current affair was of 16 marks in ESI paper. Mainly questions were in the current affair. Standard practice of IBPS means actually, I mean, these questions are not being prepared by IBPS. IBPS also get question from third party. So that is a standard practice in IBPS exams, specifically to regulatory bodies like RBI and NABARD. They always ask the question mainly focused on the economy, social issue, finance, whatever is there, banking, RBI related questions, NABARD related question if it is there. So mostly they ask the question from these section. Otherwise, give me 2 minutes. I will change the this format of this. Give me 2 minutes. I will open in another mode. Please give me 2 minutes. So now I hope it is clearly visible now. Actually, those 111 I told at that time also, 110 questions were there, and 80 90 questions were earlier session. I I myself prepared those questions from official sources only. I did not follow any newspaper, any other website. I followed PIB website. I followed Kurukshetra magazine. Even this time they have asked many questions from the August Kurukshetra magazine. So I have taken many questions at that time from Kurukshetra magazine. There were scheme-based questions I have seen in the paper. I've seen the paper also. They were these schemes were in news, but they were these schemes which were asked in the exam were mostly in the Kurukshetra magazine also, like Coir board. I think Coir Yojana, Coir scheme. I think there was some one question based on that, and PM Kisan and Nipun Bharat, Sarthak, all these were in Yojana Kurukshetra and PIB also. So PIB and these magazines are very important for these exams. Very, very important. So last year, 16 questions were from the current affair and reports, mainly current affair based on the uh, this report section, and other economy, social issue like banking, this cooperative. There was amendment in banking. This one, sorry, 1949, that Banking Regulation Act. So that was amended. So there were 3 4 questions were there, and question were on national education policy, question related to the economy, social issue, news were there, schemes. There were many schemes asked from this ESI section, like in scheme related to this rural development, social sector, mainly were targeted, and one report of this UNICEF report was targeted. So you will see the pattern. I mean, this year RBI, you can see that they were mainly focused. Questions were mainly targeted from these sections: social issue, report section, education, health, and this in the scheme section, Jan Arogya Yojana was asked. Jan Arogya Yojana. In ARD also, I will tell you that what type of scheme, what schemes were targeted. Similarly, 10 marks from the current affair, 10 from the scheme, and 3 static questions were asked in the ARD. Only 3 static were there. There was no static question in the ESI. So for objective, static is not much required. I mean, in ESI, this phase one, I also told you that do not focus more on the static part, morely focus on uh, current part and schemes part, report section, RBI circular. I told at that time that when I discussed the plan, how to prepare for phase one. Similarly, I'm again telling you that static part in ESI for objective is not much required. Few chapter at that time I also discussed, like poverty, these committees, Tendulkar committee, Rangarajan committee, types of unemployment, and GDP, the formulas various type, like GDP, GNP, NNP, CPI, Consumer Price Index, Index of it, Core Industries, Index of Industrial Production. All these things at that time I discussed. You have to focus mainly on these areas if you are studying static part in ESI. In ARD, mostly question from the current affair and schemes they ask. So we'll see what type of the question they ask. One nation, one ration card, national education policy, and this Swachh Bharat Mission, MG Narega, Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana, Jan Arogya Yojana. These were mainly targeted. Uh, and Banking Regulation Amendment Act 1949, UNICEF report, these were targeted from the current affair part. Similarly, in agriculture, you will see Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana, and soil health card scheme, Parampragat Krishi Vikas Yojana, horticulture, and in current affairs, they targeted horticulture production, fully organic state, area under organic certification, and in static part, only hardening was asked, one definition, agronomy, extension, forestry. So these 3 definitions were asked. Otherwise, questions were mainly from the current affair based and schemes based. And scheme they have taken from the official sources only. The paragraphs they picked up from either from the PIB website or either from the reference websites, means ministry's website or original website, means the website related to that schemes. Mainly they picked up the question last time from there only, because in phase 2 you will see the question based on the paragraph. A paragraph will be given completely, and they will remove some important terms, important facts from there, and then they will ask in the question what has been discussed there. So you can see that 27 and 2047 from the current affair and the government schemes only. And you can see the schemes. I have given you a list of schemes that I am again and again telling you that focus on these schemes only. Either schemes are in news and some specific ministry list I have given to the I shared in our Telegram channel. So that was means schemes from those that list were asked in the question of in questions of ESI and ARD in phase 1. Similarly, you can see the last year also, no other scheme they have asked. They will simply focus on rural development, education, health. Education policies again, I mean, many times they have asked, and repeatedly they will ask. Education policy is very important. Education related, sector related schemes, latest schemes. Like this time I discussed Mission Shakti Potion 2.0 in our last lecture. They asked in the exam because recently these schemes were means, upgraded. Existing schemes were upgraded to these schemes. So, and in this also, you can see the scheme from ARD, Agriculture Ministry of Agriculture, Farmer Welfare, and animal husbandry. They will focus. So, if anyone is going to prepare, going to score good marks in this ESI objective, because last time ESI objective played a great role in your selection, because many of the students were not able to score good marks in this, because schemes were targeted, fact-based questions were asked. So very important. And this year RBI same thing happened, fact or data based question. You have seen in the phase 1 also the fact and data based question will be more. So try to remember the fact and database. I was telling you again in every video that, and you will see the topics I told you to study during your preparation. That I told you agriculture GDP, livestock GDP, fishery sector GDP, contribution in MSME GDP. And questions were asked. I told you from the industrial policy chapter, industrial policy brief, and the latest labor law amendment, what were their changes in the labor law highlights only. I recommended to you to study ESIC, EPFO. I told you to study the basic detail, and question were asked. So whatever we have given you the topic list of topic against each topic, we we shared in detail that from each chapter what you have to study, and most of the questions were targeted from there only. You will go through, analyze, and you will compare the PDF I have shared, what topic and topics also I have mentioned. So 70 to 80% questions were based on those topics, more than 80%. So, and English descriptive also, let ESI plus ARD descriptive. Last time the question was asked on the review MSP of Government of India and WTO agreement. MSP was in news and WTO agreement was also news. So these questions were expected, and both the questions, one question, these questions, WTO agreement, we provided to our subscribers in this question answer format. We provided descriptive content. So in that we covered this, and MSP, this we are given in the test stage at that time. So both were in news. So in ESI, specifically in ESI, the question which are in news related to India, Indian agriculture related issues, economy related issues, or any uh, national level issue that is relevant to our agriculture sector, social sector, that or specifically rural sector. So that is very important, as you have seen in the RBI, rural entrepreneurship and gender budgeting related. They think gender issues is an important topic, so they can ask the question in NABARD also. So I will suggest you to study the basic things about each topic. Like if you are studying economical issues, so you should study, you should focus on the economical issues, whatever is the related to the specifically poors are mainly focused in NABARD exams. So they can ask the question on minorities. They can ask question on like woman, child, rural population. You've seen many questions in phase one also. These were targeted, and economical and social issue both. You have to prepare accordingly, and we will give a list of important topics and important question also. What type of question they can ask, we will share in our Telegram channel also. We will make a list in last 1 year, whatever is the current economical issues recently going on. This like uh, inflation issue is currently going on in front of RBI. So inflation is there, Russia-Ukraine war impact is there, and Fed rate hike is there. So this may not be asked, but you have to prepare for the worst. Whatever issues in last 6 months is there, we will try to provide you the question based on that. And in technical, you've seen that in RBI, one major difference in phase two is there. In RBI, they will give 3 questions in 15 marks, and you have to attempt 2 questions. But here, 1 question will be compulsory. Second question is compulsory. In first question, you will be having an option. Out of two, you have to attempt one. In 10 marks, similar. Out of two, you have to attempt 1 question in first question, and second question is compulsory. So last time non-institutional finance, that is again means rural or agriculture sector focused question I was asked, and in RBI they asked about the financial inclusion related rural entrepreneurship, gender budgeting. So similarly they will focus on social issues. So in ESI part, prepare the current issues, whatever whichever issue is there in last 6 months, and rural in India's rural sector related issues are there. It is employment, poverty, and this financial inclusion is very important. Second, child and woman related, specifically this woman empowerment is main important topic for this NABARD exam. Woman related question, you can see that it may be in any form. It may be asked related to the employment of women or all other issues that is relevant to the this women in India. And I've seen the last 2 3 years in English essay also they are targeting the gender issues, specifically women empowerment, child related issues they are targeting. So these are the very important topic, both women and child. So whatever is the possibility of questions on these two, women and child, you have to prepare. And you can find many article or many uh, question based on this prepared by the many UPSC websites. So from where there you can also prepare. But surely you will find the question on rural area, woman, child. You would definitely find, or minorities related question also you can find. So these are the specific area in NABARD they will target. And even you have seen in the phase one also they have targeted many questions. Why we pick the question? You have seen the question in that percentage women day out in MG Narega in last year 2021. Why I picked? Because I know that they will focus on either they will ask on the women, either they will ask on the SC/ST. That's why I took that question and discussed, and the same question was asked in paper. So that is the reason, that's I'm saying that why these topics are more important. Even you can see the RBI paper also they asked one question on women. And in technical part they will not ask difficult question. Last time that this crossbreeding, why it was difficult, because no one was ready, means no one was thinking that they will make the question compulsory. If they have not made this question compulsory, then easily you can attempt to question MSP and WTO agreement. Similarly, drip irrigation, it was studied by most of the students. Social forestry, these both two questions we have provided. Non-institutional finance, this is something different, but if you are prepared, if you know the facts, if you know about the rural India and agriculture sector, self-help groups and other things, then you can easily answer this question. So whatever are the issues related to rural sector, you have to focus more on, because I cannot tell that what topic you have to skip for the descriptive part, but I can certainly tell you which topic they will target. So one is this MSP. They again can ask farmers bill is an important, means this issue has been closed, but farmers bill is still an important issue. They can ask question like banking regulation act, in objective part they ask. This was 6 or 7 months before that exam, that regulation, this banking regulation amendment act was there, but they asked the question after 6 7 months. So they can ask such question. And this time we can expect question on renewable energy, COP26. India's recently there was change in India. What commitment India made in COP26? So India revised the target. So renewable energy or e-mobility or this means environment related question. I am confident that this time they will definitely ask. And other standard topic like irrigation, what are the various different irrigation type, basic things you have to cover, because 50 marks is there in descriptive. You cannot skip, like cross breeding and this animal husbandry, whatever is the concept, basic concept. This time they are not going to ask that these animal breeds and all these things, they will not ask in the descriptive, but they will ask the question like crossbreeding, and you can different comparison of different breeds they can ask, but they will not ask that which of the following is a breed of animal, means buffalo and cow and sheep. These breeds no do not try to study for this descriptive part, but various concept that we will discuss in the detail. But for concept, what question they can ask, as this is example crossbreeding and drip irrigation, social forestry. So in forestry also different method they can ask. And soil science, types of soils they can ask, various types of soil science, sorry, soil they can ask. In agronomy, uh, some questions based on standard topic. I will share a list in that, because I cannot tell right now what question they can ask, but definitely I will share a list. And agriculture subsidy, once again an important issue, and this time you have to prepare for the agriculture subsidy also. More questions whatever is there, I will make a detailed video, and in that I will list out an important question from each chapter, what questions can be asked. But do not try to study in depth like these agriculture technical parts. Definitely they will not ask. So, and as you have prepared in the phase one, and also I was for this objective part, do not try to study this static part in depth, because only three questions and these are very basic questions. And when you have prepared in the your phase one preparation, that will be enough for phase two also. So you can go with the basic concept of the phase this objective part. And one more thing I will show you. 1 minute. There is something issue in this. Let me check. So it is not visible, but still I will tell you. Like in agriculture, this agriculture first chapter, you've seen that. So in this, what type of descriptive question they can ask? Like cropping pattern, they can ask what are the various types of cropping pattern, what are the advantages, disadvantages of specific type of cropping pattern, they can ask. Types of seeds and certificates, they can ask. Seed certification related, they can ask. There are different type of seed certification. Dry land farming, organic farming is very important topic. Once again, I'm telling you that organic farming is very important topic. So they will definitely ask question on the organic farming. And they can ask what are different agroclimatic zone in India. So classification of field crops. So you must study this, or you must know the basic detail, because if your question is being asked in the exam, you can write major soil type and characteristics. Do not go more in more depth. So it will be enough in this. In this water source types of irrigation will be enough, and this minor area, micro, sorry, major, medium, and minor area. So sometimes they can ask the question like 10 marks question they are going to ask. So five marks question they can ask. There is probability they can ask. So various types of form and machinery, they can ask. Various types of form and machinery, they can ask about the processing. Agriculture processing, they can ask agriculture processing also. And in this farm and engineering, I believe that they will ask about the technology, various technology, new technology introduced in this sector. Is it visible? So I believe they will definitely ask you the question based on the various types of technology. They are not going to ask a simple question like what are the means various types of farm machinery, right? Not on that, but definitely they will ask that what are the different technologies used in this agriculture sector. So definitely they will ask. Post harvest management, they can ask about the sorry post harvest management is also an important topic. Plantation and horticulture, uh, this post harvest management is an important topic from this. Otherwise I will tell you that you can skip other topics in this, because descriptive, I don't think they will ask any descriptive in this plantation or horticulture chapter. Animal husbandry, they can ask the mixed farming techniques, uh, like species of livestock they will not ask. They can ask about the management of the animals, management of milch animals they can ask. So poultry management they can ask in detail. Management, you must you can study the content is easily available everywhere, but do not spend much more time on these topics, because standard questions and other this like cross breeding they ask. So similarly they can ask the question in poultry also. So fisheries, they can ask the post harvest management, means uh, this fish currying process and all these things they can ask. So mainly post harvest management they can ask in this. Other thing, this 1 minute. Fisheries management they can ask like how are being fish are being produced in India, production related technologies, various types of technologies involved in this production, that can be asked in 10 marks question. Fish breed they will not ask. Similarly, in forest, is this one forestry, they can ask about the like social forestry. Last time we have discussed. So other various techniques in this forestry. Various techniques are there in forestry, so that you have to study. Agriculture extension is important. So what is the important role of KVKs, they can ask, and various institution in agriculture sector, that is an important topic. In ecology and climate change, this time very important topic. Renewable energy related question they can ask, and COP26 they can ask. Other government of India, whatever plan is there, government by Indian government, which are being implemented for this environment sector, that is important. Present scenario, you can see that MSP was asked. So similarly, current issues, we will find out what were the recent topic related to agriculture which were in news. So we will give you list. So from this, there is probability they will ask the question. From rural development, they can ask like migration issue is an important, urbanization is an important topic. So they can ask in this NABARD ESI paper also, and rural development related issues, rural entrepreneurship they asked in the RBI. So we can expect similar terms question here also. And these government schemes, I'm again telling you, these government scheme, I'm again telling you that Ministry of Rural Development, Panchayati Raj Institution, Agriculture, Farmer Welfare, Farmer and Animal Husbandry and Development, Skill Development, Animal Husbandry and Dairying, Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Food Processing, Tribal Affairs, Minority Affairs, Labor and Employment, New and Renewable Energy, Ministry of Finance, Jal Shakti, Ministry of Housing, Urban Affairs, MSFE, Education, Social Justice, Health and Family Welfare. These ministries' flagship scheme are very important, and you can see that last time they asked most of the question from the current affair and the schemes. In objective part, you have to focus, and descriptive, whatever topic is there in the syllabus, try to check what type of question they can ask and prepare accordingly. Do not go much in much depth. Like if you suppose you are studying 20 question for a single chapter, that is useless. Try to at least try to study 3 to 4 question, and we will try to provide you the question. So accordingly, you can prepare what type of question they can ask, because there are number of chapters and 6 question they will only ask. So we will give a list of important questions of every chapter, so you have to prepare those questions. That will be more than enough. You can follow news article, you can follow UPSC websites and other standard books for to prepare those questions. So if you have any doubt or any question, you can mention here. But as if we talk about the strategy, so if I'm going to appear, suppose I'm going to appear in this exam, so I will not spend much time in static part for objective paper. I will spend on the current affair, specifically PIB current affair, RBI circular, reports of any organization that is relevant to the Indian social issues, economy, finance, whatever is there in last 6 7 months or 1 year. I have an old report. Suppose like ease of doing business. This was asked. This was raised 2 3 years back, but still today it is an important report. If global hunger index is asked released 1 year back, but still it is important. Until the latest version is not released, the old one is important. SDG Niti Aayog index 1 year approximate 6 7 months back it was released, but it is an important. You have to study. You cannot skip, because these reports are very important, and they have asked. Even you can see in the RBI paper, 2 years back, human capital index was launched, but was asked. So similarly, I will suggest you, if you want to score good marks, do not spend much time on the ESI statics specifically. ARD basic things I will suggest you to study, basic concept, basic terminology. If you are following our course, then if you will go through the MCQs only, that will be enough. For mock test, whatever we provide, that will be enough. And other things you have to follow: PIB and agriculture current affair. That is very important. You have to do at least 3-4 months current affair, and this agriculture current affair and PIB magazine is enough. Do not go for beyond 3-4 months. And if any current affair from beyond 3 months is important, that we will cover. You don't have to study full PDF of the full month PDF. And RBI circular are also important, 3-4 months at least. And this priority sector lending, Kisan credit card, interest subvention, these are very important things you have to cover. NABARD report is important. As you've seen that question, based on this question was asked on the which of the following state does not have any RRB. So that was taken from the NABARD website. There is a report of status of this finance of RRBs. So there was a report on NABARD website. One more question was asked. That is a report of microfinance related. That is from NABARD website. That is 2 years back. I think 21, 1 year back. 2021 that report was released. So if you want to score good marks, you have to study smart. So do not spend much time. Do not waste your time on static part specifically. If you are doing current affairs, PIB, agriculture current affairs reports, then you can get good marks in this section. And because data scheme is also important. Approximate 50% question from schemes were asked, 50% from the current affair. So schemes is also very important, and you can see that many question in the phase 1 also from the schemes. Similarly, they will ask in the phase 2. And the schemes which are in news or social issue related schemes are important. Last time schemes paragraph were given in the paper. They were taken directly from the reference websites. And one more thing, and I forget one more thing, an important point. I will mention later on. Apply me, sir, in your paid course, phase 1 and phase 2 preparation. Yes, we have started phase 2 preparation. We have started phase 1 preparation. You can see that today we have started English, objective English from today. And reasoning classes are also already going on. We will continue, and this we will provide for few lectures we will provide in YouTube, and the remaining we will add in your paid courses only. And the quant we will also start very soon. So QRE section completely we will provide. Do not worry about that. So that will be an additional, means complementary, we are going to provide. We will not charge separately for that. Whatever the course fee for phase 2, in that we will provide. So English we will do a separate session. English, they generally ask the standard topics, current related topics. If you are preparing for ESI and agriculture related current topics, then definitely it is automatically prepared for you. Means English is automatically prepared. Newspaper is not required, also. Whatever we are giving, that is enough. You have seen in the phase 1 also. Yes, as this cooperative banks, central cooperative banks, state cooperative banks. Yes, Jeet. Any other student, if you have any question regarding your phase 2 preparation? I have analyzed the question of phase 2 of last year. Means at the time it was not descriptive. At that time also maximum questions, means 70%. 70% questions were from the current affair and government schemes. So static part was very less. So I will advise you, do not spend much time on static part for objective point of view. For descriptive you can try. But for descriptive also, do not try to learn means thousands question. So some specific question, make a list of, I will give a list. So accordingly, you can make a list on prepare for those questions only. So yes, you can start preparation. Mahalakshmi Balakrishnan, sir, I'm in general me, I feel would clear phase 2, but not 100%. Why you are not confident, and how much you are getting? How much you are getting, Mahalakshmi Balakrishnan? How much you are getting in phase 1? Merit section specifically, and why you are not 100% confident? Anyone have any type of doubt regarding your preparation, you can drop math. 40 to 43 in which category? General category? General category, I believe that cutoff will be around 40 to 45. So it may be 40, 41, 42, 43. Phase 2 exam October, and as some rumors are there about phase 2 exam in October. So that rumor most likely will be true. So October, and we can consider. Result will be declared almost in 15 to 20 days. Last time NABARD took too much time, but this time we are expecting 15 to 20 days maximum. They will release the result, and phase 2 exam date also they will release very soon, and we believe that October and they will conduct the exam. So I will show you the questions which were directly asked, and have you seen those questions? GA for development assistant, yes, but they will ask simple question, not like NABARD, but they will be mix agri and current affair, agri technical agriculture and agriculture current affair related question, agriculture report related question. सर इस डब्ल्यू कैटेगरी से हूँ, मेरा 42 बन रहा है. Yes, it is a good score in EWS category. This was the first question we discussed in this video. This was the first question, and this was asked in the paper also, FDI. But they ask in the other format. But answer is, if someone has studied this question, then he or she can easily answer. Yes, that is suffice. Reasoning for Quant 5, Computer 6 to 7, English 15, DM 6 to 7. Expected result for phase 1, 15 to 20 days. This was asked that agriculture growth 3.6% and 3.9%. So this was asked in direct question. If someone has studied this explanation, I shared this PDF in our Telegram channel also. Same question was there, and this GVA question also 22% for 2021, 18.8% for 21-22. So this was also a direct question. This question was also There same question was there. There was no change. As per census 2011, what is the percentage share of agriculture workers in Indian population? This was also a direct question. More question I will show you. This MSME related question was there. MSME's contribution in GVA. This was also there. More question I will show you. This scheme, Stand Up India scheme, this second option, in case of non-individual enterprises, what percent of shareholding and controlling stakes should be held by either SC/ST? This was given in this option, but this was asked in the paper. This was asked in the paper also. If I don't not remember exactly in morning shift or evening shift it was asked, but it was there. Fasal Bima Yojana, I do not remember that was asked or not. This question was asked, the income for this top class education in school, college. This income criteria was asked in morning shift, I think. Income criteria was asked of 2.5 lakh. This was asked. This Mission Shakti implementation time period was asked, till what period this will be implemented. So this was asked. Pradhan Mantri Matru Vandana Yojana. Question on this scheme was asked. Pradhan Mantri Matru Vandana Yojana. We discussed about the old also and new one also. So this was a question also there, and this 1 minute. This portion 2.0 also was asked, because this all three options were given there. We have asked question like this, but they IBPS give this one option was there, 6 months to 6 year, pregnant women and lactating mothers. Third was there, adolescent girl in the age group of 14 to 18 years. So I think age group was missing there. Age group was not mentioned. So this was the question, same question. I think Nipun Bharat or Nipun Bharat, I don't remember exactly. Nipun Bharat was asked or not. This was rural population was asked, that 68.8% we have mentioned there, rural population in India. So 68.8% that was asked in the exam. Savan Jayanti Gramin Swarojgar Yojana. This TRISOM, training of rural youth for self-employment. This scheme was asked. This is related to which? So rural youth is there. This TRISOM was asked there in the exam. So it was asked the TRISOM is related to. So rural youth is given in this full form itself. Which of the following state does not have RRB? The exact question was there, but option was different because Sikkim and Goa both do not have. We discussed here the state of Goa and Sikkim do not have RRBs. So this was a question in the paper, and in one shift they asked, as on 31st March 22, there were 43 RRBs sponsored by how many scheduled commercial banks? So in a single slide, two questions were covered, means one in morning shift and one in evening shift. So you can see that quality of the content, how we are providing the content. Same exact questions were asked in the exam. And this question, you can see that under MG Narega, percentage woman percentage out of the total in 2021-22. From MG Narega website, we picked up this question only, and this was asked in one of the shift. And only 3-4 data we have given here because I was, since I already told you that they mainly focus on the women minorities, so question related to these areas they will definitely ask in the exam. So in phase 2 also we can expect rural area, women, child, minorities. So that's why I picked this question from the MG Narega website only, that they will ask either from women or either from SC/ST. This Jal Jeevan Mission target year 2024 we discussed here. They ask in the exam. So ODF plus village related question, but not in this slide. In earlier video, we do 4 to 5 videos of 20 questions. In that video, we have mentioned that ODF of NFHS 5, and 4 questions were covered from directly from there. So you can see these are the question only. So if you have any doubt, you can mention in the comment section. Yes, BRAP top achiever states, number of top achiever states that we discussed in our other lecture. So if you have any question, so thank you for joining with us. So in next session, I will make a list of the question specifically for descriptive part. So what questions you should target. So I will make a list of important issues in last 6 months to 1 year. Then we will discuss in the live class also, and also we will take session for the phase 2. Some important questions which can be asked in the phase 2, so that we will discuss in later sessions. After result we will discuss. So again I'm asking telling you again, I'm telling you that kindly subscribe our channel if you're not following, if you're not subscribed. Also share a link of our this YouTube channel to with your friends, relatives, all those who are preparing for regulatory exam. So we are providing the most specific content, and you have seen the quality of content at every time. We have proved that no one is comparable to us, and at what prices we are providing, that is also not comparable, because we are providing the most economical content, and we do not claim fake. You have seen that we have proved. The videos are there, you can see them. And if we will search in, we will compare our paid content, then more than 70-80% questions are directly agriculture technical also there, but still 70 to 80% questions are directly covered in the content. Yes, GA, that free PDF is sufficient. As per our analysis, we've seen in RBI paper also, this NABARD also, that PDF is sufficient. So thank you for joining, and we will come up with the next session. And again, I'm telling you, if you are getting 40 plus marks, then do not waste time. Start your preparation. Thank you and happy learning. Answer writing at home, there is no such platform, but we are going to launch a specific course for the descriptive writing. In that, we will provide you chapter wise question to practice. Okay. Thank you. And